Happy Thursday, everyone. Getting close to the weekend. Hope everyone is having a good day. Ooh, rapid news cycle week. A lot of changes every day. Oh my goodness. So, let's get started. So, our president is having his big meeting tomorrow, supposedly Friday, in Alaska with Putin. I've been hearing that during this meeting, he may be offering like Alaskan resources and precious minerals as a deal. I guess negotiating with what's going on in Ukraine. As you know, the Ukrainian leader was not invited to this meeting, so kind of like, if you're going to talk about someone else country, you would hope that they would be there to hear, but that's not going to be happening. So how are you guys in Alaska feeling about this big meeting and your resources might be negotiated? Just wondering about that. Let's see what else is going on. So also our president claims that the museums, I guess in the States, are treating him unfairly. Perhaps I don't know what's happening with that. I don't know if they want to erase the history or what's in the museum. History is really his story. But when you find actual artifacts and things are digged up and you actually find the true fossils, I think we should base what we find on our actual finding, not what people feel or say. It's not about feelings, it's about actual findings. That's how I feel about the museum and what's in them. Because around, like, let's say in Egypt, some of the sculptures and stuff, you do notice that a lot of sculptures have the nose missing. Are they trying to hide what the people really look like? You ever wonder? I really think they do. I think their nose, the ones that haven't been blown off, they kind of actually look like mine. Just saying. But anyway, moving on. Let's see, what else is our government up to? So I'm hearing that our president, the governor, Newsom, I believe his first name is GavinNewsome, he was having a speech in downtown LA. And they're having this dispute with the gerrymandering of the states and trying to reassign like certain districts regarding voting to make one political party more favorable and maybe more people to vote for them in quantity and stuff to keep in their, particular party in certain seats. There's been a big dispute if you haven't been keeping up. There has been. So our president, I heard this afternoon, sent in ICE while Governor Newsom was having a speech in downtown LA to kind of break that up. But I do believe the speech went on. I think it was like a fear or threat tactic. So our two parties have been fighting back and forth fiercely, which has become very sickening to me because I think there's a lot of changes, and there are some unfair changes to certain groups. But the two parties, I just think it has become too political. It's not about the people anymore. You know who gets hurt in the USA from a lot of these changes is the people who live here. The tariffs. Even though they say, inflation is on the way down, and the tariffs is going to help pay off that debt. But in the meanwhile, the people who have to go to the store and shop and take care of our families, we're feeling it. We're really feeling it. We're not seeing any positivity right now or progress. I don't know. It might have to take the next 3 years of his of this administration to see it. But right now, we're not seeing it. So I'm just saying, I'm not seeing it. It's just everything is getting expensive and more. So I'm not seeing it yet. So I'm waiting patiently, guys. Let's see what else. Oh, our DOJ is losing staff members. I hear that a lot of the attorneys have left and quit because a lot of them don't want to lose their bar license because they're being asked to do things that are not ethical to them. So they're leaving. So they, if you guys want a job and you have a law background, hey, DOJ is hiring. And I heard like the paralegals are leaving. Low staffing since the current administration has come in. Because some people do have morals, and if it's not ethical, they don't want to be caught up in that. So I understand it. And they go work for elsewhere, local, I understand that totally. There. Oh, and ICE is hiring, if you want to be on that. And they're taking a lot of our sheriff staffing. I've heard on the news some of the sheriff department, I guess throughout the country, are a little irritated with that because ICE is offering these high bonuses and so forth. So they're taking, some of the people are leaving, I guess, the sheriff department, going for these bonuses, and I guess they pay off their student loan and so forth. So, if you lost your job, I guess that's the direction to go. If you like, going scooping up people and, treating people unfairly and so forth, and you lack morals, there you go, ICE. And that's where you should go and sign up. Because, I guess if I lost my job and I had nowhere else to do it, it would look really attractive. What else is going on, people? So, yes, upcoming meeting tomorrow. Let's see if they keep this meeting and see what comes out of it. And hey, some of you Alaskans who are living in Alaska, hey, come in and let me know what's going on, what you're seeing. Is there a big, hype and a lot of visitors that you haven't seen in your area? Let me know how that goes. What else? Yes, our president shut down DC. Well, sent in federal troops because he do believe that there's a lot of criminal activity. I think one of their aides got attacked, and I think this is why it's being pushed. And then he's claiming to push it in other areas that they considered high crime, which I believe is Chicago and New York. He's thinking about that. And I saw that there was a lot of protests against that. So, yeah, if I was considering going to DC because I've never been. I wanted to see the museums. I wanted to see, the different tourist sites. But I don't know if I want to go in there right now. I don't want to deal with all of that. Not right now, but we'll give it a month or so and see how that plays out. And in entertainment news, Wendy Williams, apparently there was a leak report, of her health record. So I know that she's been put away against her will, and they were claiming that it's, I believe the diagnosis is front temporal dementia. And so, she doesn't have direct access to her own money that she worked hard for. Most of her money is being drained out, going to these attorneys. And she was put away into this nursing home. And then I think a few months ago, people were campaigning for Free Wendy, and that now she has a new attorney who slammed the leak report regarding her health records and so forth. I thought your health records are supposed to be private, but apparently not, because if the media get a hand on it, it's all over the place. But I do think she's being treated unfairly. Her family don't even have a say where she stays, and they were kind of cut off from her for a while. And, we all get sick, we all get older, but I do think our families should have a big say in a family member if they want to be a part of their lives. I believe she had her sister, and I believe one of her parents is still alive. I can't remember if it's the father or the mother, but anyway, I think she deserved. Even if you're sick, your family is capable of taking care of you. They can pick a care a healthcare worker to take care of you, and if she's sick, let her spend time with her family. Sometimes being around family improves your health, your mood, especially if they really love you and care for you. And I think a lot of this is about money, and then also her ex-husband is fighting this. But if you know the story about the ex-husband, he cheated on this woman, was out with another woman, having a baby with them, spending her money on the side, it did her dirt. I don't think he should even have a say, but he up there fighting in the court over her being in this, I don't know, it was like a nursing home or whatever. Anyway, I think the lady is being unfairly treated, and I think they should let her out and she can go back to work, do her podcast. It's one thing that lady can do is talk, and it's interesting. So let her do her thing and be happy in her, older years. And another, what other entertainment news I was hearing? I think Drake is still doing legal or lawsuits against Kendrick Lamar, because the song about him and stuff. He's still upset about that. I don't know. These two need to get together or resolve this, because this back and forth fighting, it just get tiring. It does. Just listening to the news is exhausting, guys. But anyway, we'll see how it goes on Friday, and that's tomorrow, with Putin. You know what? Sometimes I really wonder about the wisdom of our current administration, and I do think Putin outsmart them most of the time. He would agree, oh yeah, I'll give, I won't attack Ukraine, and the next thing to know, he's dropping bombs over there. I don't think he trusts anything the USA have to say, and I think he's pissed off about all the previous sanctions that were put against him and tariffs that he had to go around about way to get what his country needs. So let's see how this goes. But I don't see how it's going to go when the Ukraine leader is not there to be a part of it. But we shall see. Now, guys, when y'all get anxiety and exhausted of what's going on in the world, and some crazy stuff, not only in the USA, that's going on around the world, earthquake, floods, volcanoes, crazy stuff. Maybe this verse in the Bible will give you peace. It's John 16:33, and it says, "I've told you these things, so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble. But take heart, I have overcome the world." So this is coming from the true God, And when you are down and out, even if you're not a believer, pick up that Bible and read it, y'all, and read Revelations from the beginning to the end, because it's dealing with what's going on in this world today. So remember, guys, if you like what I share, just hit the like, share, subscribe. I do this because I want to share what's going on in the world, and that's what I do. Have a great weekend, and you stay safe out there, okay?